Welcome back to the Humble Marksman channel, the only gun channel on the internet dripping with that BDE. That's right, Big Dad Energy. This joke is really appropriate for this video. What do you call someone with two hamsters in his ears? Anything you want, he can't hear you. I'm David, and these are the Axil XCORs, or scores, or cross-core, or sure, I'm not sure. I'm gonna call it XCOR. I'm not sure what the name of it is. Putting it right there at the beginning of the video, out in the open. This is a unit that they sent to me to make videos with, and I have a code. If you decide you like this product and want to buy it, I would appreciate it if you used my link and used my discount code. It will save you 15%. Humble 15 will save you 15%. With that all said, I'm still going to be as honest and transparent as I can be with the new Axil Hearing Pro. So what the Axil Hearing Pro is a basically earbud style. They're like AirPods that will ultimately give you Bluetooth functionality and hearing enhancement. And the functionality and how they kind of work like AirPods. You know, sometimes your AirPods are amazing and like they respond to the taps perfectly, and other times you're like beating yourself in the ear. They're kind of like that. So just telling you how I actually evaluated these to tell you. So I actually took these out shooting 6 times. I think it was 3 times indoor and 3 times outdoor. I zeroed a gun with these in an indoor gun range. I shot an indoor match with these, and I went to an indoor training session getting ready for a match. Outdoors, I had an outdoor training session. I had a full major match, which was 8 hours with these things in my ears, and I filmed some videos for some guns with the B-roll that you'll see in this video. That all said, when I got this, I charged it up like you do with anything that has a battery right when you get it, and I never had to charge it again. So that's, I don't know how long, but the battery was still going. Before filming this video, I charged it up to replenish this because these are becoming my new, I'm going to the range and I want to listen to podcasts kind of hearing pro because they are that good. So as far as how they work is concerned, when you actually put them in your ears, there's a button that's not a button on the side. So you kind of press in on the side of it and you hold it for 2 seconds. That will turn the hearing augmentation on or off. Once they're in your ears, there's a little button on the top of the unit that will adjust the hearing volume. There are 3 settings for these, although I don't know why. There really only needs to be one. And the one that you're going to use is the lowest setting because the amplification is too much on the other 2 settings to where if you're on a gun range, you're gonna amplify like the reverberation of gunshots that aren't loud enough to cause hearing damage. But still kind of loud. It's gonna pick that stuff up and it's gonna amplify it. So you're gonna use the lowest setting on that. So those are the functionality that you need to know. There's a bunch of other like Morse code you can tap on the things to change tracks, volume up, down, and all that other kind of stuff, but I just adjusted on my phone. But at the same time, you cannot turn off Bluetooth through any combination of button taps. And I read the manual, I may be missing it, but that is kind of annoying. You have to turn off Bluetooth on your phone, and then the unit will, after 5 minutes, it will turn off Bluetooth functionality. That's what you want to do if you have like an all-day thing on the range, like shooting a match, because you don't want the Bluetooth on draining the battery. Because shooting these with 8 hours of just the active hearing active on there, I was, you know, reasonably comfortable all day. So on the single charge, I was able to get that 8-hour match in no problem with the Bluetooth off. Now with the Bluetooth and the hearing augmentation on, I think the battery life is stated at being only 4 hours. It doesn't matter if you're just going out to the range for a half day to shoot by yourself, to listen to some podcasts and still want to hear if somebody comes to talk to you, which is basically exactly what I use these for. These things work really well for that. Now, one thing I will say is that it comes within the case a bunch of different tips that you can change out. Now, 3 of them are useless and they are made for environments that are not a gun range. Don't use those ones. You want to use these kind of like cellular foamy plug type ones. These are the ones to use when you're actually on the range doing gun shooting stuff. These work really well. I may not even change them out, but I will play with the smaller tips and see what's going on there. The price on these is kind of expensive. Now they say it is $350, but they've got one of those models where there's like always like, I've got a discount code. If you use Humble 15, it's basically a $300 set of Hearing Pro. I would say that they deliver $300 of value easily. These are actually really good. Now, the Hearing Pro that I use when I go shoot matches is still going to be what I've always used, which is Axil Tracker Blues over the Axil. They don't even make them anymore. I think it was called like Digital Pro or something. It's the hearing aid quality ones that take the little itty bitty hearing aid batteries that are custom molded to my ears. Those are more comfortable for like a 12-hour day on the range, but for the half day on the range type stuff where I want to listen to podcasts, I've got Bluetooth with these that I don't on those other ones. I do on the muffs, but I don't like wearing muffs. So these things are a phenomenal value, and because it is rechargeable, there's supposed to be like 3 charges or something in the case, 3 full charges. So that means that you can get a lot of shooting in. You don't have to remember to charge this thing every time you go to the range. You can probably make it quite a while before you need to charge it again. So I'm actually really positive on these Axil XCOR. I don't know what to call these guys. So I think that probably the biggest lesson is that if you're going to send me a product to look at, you have to tell me how to pronounce it. Because if you don't, you get all the echo effects and earthquakes, and that's just the way it is. So if you're somebody serious about shooting and is talking to people on the range, going to classes, competing, those kinds of things, these absolutely are something you should check out. The price point is painful, but not over the top painful like a $1,000 set of Hearing Pro. But it does a good job. It absolutely works in an indoor range environment. It's just a really well thought out product. It's a lot of money, but it delivers a lot of value. So as always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.